After nearly 10 long months of anticipation since Dexter Resurrection was first announced at the original Sin Comic-Con panel, we've finally been hit with the first official trailer for the upcoming series set to drop just over a month from the making of this video. Packed with new footage, this trailer sheds light on the mysterious plot and fuels the wild theory speculation that's been circulating online ever since those early set photos leaked. So without wasting any more time, let's dive into the Dexter Resurrection trailer and uncover every hidden Easter egg you might have missed.
Somebody once told me, you have to go through hell to achieve resurrection.
The trailer opens up with Dexter in a hospital bed after his fatal gunshot injury that was caused by Harrison at the end of New Blood. We then cut straight to an insane confrontation between Dexter and none other than the man himself, La Passion.
Dexter, it's like seeing a ghost.
Now, these characters technically haven't seen each other in roughly a decade, where Batista previously thought Dexter had perished in the giant hurricane in the series finale. He talks to Dexter in a relatively calm manner, and it appears that Dexter isn't in any sort of police custody for some reason. We also have no Angela present at the hospital either, which leaves me to conclude that maybe she just didn't have enough evidence to pin him as the butcher. However, Batista was likely called by her and he confronts Dexter, first welcoming him with a hug before calling him out on potentially being the Bay Harbor Butcher. This tells us that Batista might play a more soft antagonistic role in this story rather than chasing Dexter with all of the police department by his side. With later conversations in the trailer with Harrison, which we will get to, I believe he's going to try and understand or maybe even help Dexter rid himself of this evil. Most notably the evil within Harrison, who he thinks isn't too far gone to save.
So much for the happy reunion.
Dexter quickly escapes from the bathroom hospital due to Batista's growing suspicions, thinking he might try to take him then and there. There are two ways to interpret this scenario, and each are quite odd. Either Dexter thought Batista was going to try and take him in, telling him this is the end of the road, or Batista never flat out told him he was planning on taking him back to Florida, leaving Dexter to not take any chances. He then drives to the greatest city in the world where he seems to have his life rather intact, at least more than he did in New Blood.
What better place to hide?
It's the greatest city in the world,
Where nobody knows who you really are.
We get this shot of a newspaper that reads, "Nightmarish NYC killing spree continues. Dark passenger 7, NYPD 0. He then flips the page and it's revealed that he's now become an active serial killer in New York City, where instead of being called the Bay Harbor Butcher, he's the Dark Passenger. Likely being called that due to the only picture they have of him being him in an all-black outfit, almost resembling a shadow of some sort.
He likes to own things. Time to meet the man of the manor.
Welcome. I cannot express how excited I am to meet you.
You really like serial killers.
Finally, we get some explanation behind characters like Leon Prader, Mia LaPierre, Charlie, and even Lowell. It's revealed that Prader is essentially a very wealthy billionaire who acquires serial killers from all kinds of different backgrounds and expertise, for what I assume are people he wants to get rid of for his own well-being. This is a really interesting plot point for the story, as we have never seen Dexter surrounded by a great number of serial killers, which leads me to think that this will be his least lonely season yet, and in fact it can be argued that Dexter actually appears to be somewhat happy with his life.
Tonight's the night.
This is then followed with quick sentences of Dexter being in the streets of New York City, stalking his prey, where he says the famous line, "Tonight's the night," further reinforcing the idea of Leon Prader having them be assassins of some sort.
Invitation delivered.
with Uma Thurman's character being shown more than others, leading me to think that she might have a more important role within the story and could potentially go on to be in the series for multiple seasons.
This is the dark path you're going down.
We cut to Batista talking to Harrison at a bar, basically telling us that he knows Harrison has gone to become a serial killer since he shot his father, and that Batista wants to help him get rid of his dark passenger. Like we saw in set photos, Harrison appears to be working at a luxurious hotel where we get a quick shot of him carrying a bloody body bag before butchering it. I also theorize that this hotel is home to some of the most depraved and bad elites, and that he's actually taking out bad guys just like his father, following a similar code.
I urge you to be careful, son. I'm tired of being careful.
As we were also leaked to in said photos, James Remar makes an appearance as Dexter's ghost once again, and Dexter appears to be going after some tech hacker of some sort, sitting in a gaming chair for a moment before we cut to him unzipping a bag that says Bridge Data New York.
What do you think?
We even see him supposedly kill for the first time in a long time, ending the trailer with Dexter smiling. This leads me to conclude that in this series we will see a version of Dexter we have likely never seen before. A version of him that feels free, happy, and not judged for his dark passenger, due to him being rewarded and even praised for it in a sense. Overall, I think this trailer was great and really set the tone for a new side to Dexter we haven't seen on the small screen before. It also revealed that he will not in fact be working for the CIA or the government, but the question still remains. How is his identity not being publicly broadcasted around the world? And where the hell is Angela Bishop? The one who essentially caught him then and there and clearly knows he killed Coach Logan at the end of New Blood. Since it was announced that Dexter Resurrection will be going on for multiple seasons, maybe even up to 4, I think it's safe to say Dexter will be getting a lot of plot armor like he always has, to cover up the previous mistakes made in other finales, tying back all the way to the original 2013 ending in the original series. But honestly, I'm here for it, and if it means Dexter has to go through some unrealistic scenarios to be alive, then I say go ahead. If you enjoyed this video and would like early access to future ones with your name at the end, go check out my Patreon linked in the description down below. Be sure to join my Discord to discuss your favorite pieces of media, and like and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you all next time.